Hi y'all. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite WordPress plugins. I discovered this one about a year ago and it's called Modern Events Calendar. Just about all the websites that I design for clients require some sort of events calendar, and this plugin is great. Here's our Modern Events Calendar workspace. Um, First, you see the overall settings, and you've got general options here. You can hide events. That means once the event starts, you hide it so you're not showing past events. And you've got multi-day, all kinds of settings here. Weekdays, you can even define what counts as your weekend. Your date picker format, how you want your dates to display. When's midnight? You can open it as you can open the add event screen as a pop-up. And settings for your archives pages. You control title, the page skin or template that you use, grid view, and then you have all these other views that you can choose from. Same with the category page. Here you control your slugs and permalinks, currency options if you're going to accept payments. You can actually allow users to submit events from the front end, and here's where you would define your settings for that. You can set up a user profile actually with a little description that will show anytime you're an organizer on an event. For the single events, you've got all of these settings here, descriptions, and there's where you would enable the descriptions. Exceptional days, that's pretty helpful when you have a weekly or recurring event, then maybe it falls on Christmas Day or something like that and you want to exclude that. Countdown options, every page by default has a countdown module on it, which is kind of cool, and you can choose which style you want. You can add, would be where you would add additional organizers and additional locations. You want to add them. It's best to add them before you start to do the event. And you have different modules. This is a speakers module. For example, if you're having a conference with a variety of speakers, you want to list their names then. And here are export to iCal and add to Google Calendars, and you can actually show those modules on your event page, which I love because I use Google Calendar. And you can set local time, integrate with social networks, and show your next event. You can get notified whenever anybody signs up for the event or when there's a new event added, which would be helpful if you have the front end submission enabled. Here are your styling options. You can set colors and custom skin if you have a custom color you want to add, and typography settings there. And then you can add your custom CSS if you want to add custom CSS. Here's where you would change the user messages. For example, category plural label, if you wanted to change those in any way, you can do that. And you can import from other WordPress plugins such as the events calendar. You can import your events from that if you're ready to change. So let's just look at the events. Here's my events archive page, which shows all the events, and I've got some fake events here. And you see here I've got a flower show and a book club, and the book club recurs every week. If I click on my flower show link here, it takes me to the actual event page. You get this nice image header that uses your featured image and adds a blue overlay to it, which I do not think you can change except with the Pro version. And here's my image and the date and time. A little bit about the flower show. Here's my countdown. And for this event, I've used an hourly schedule. So if you're having a conference or another event that has an hourly schedule, you can post that there too. So if I'm going to add a new event, if I click on Add Event, you get this handy little nice interface. And I'm just going to say WordPress meeting. I can select my color. How about green? And then I'm just going to click Next. I'm going to set a time. Let's just make it an all-day event just to be quick. And now I can set a location. And if I need to add a new location, I can. Or I can show the map or not, but I kind of like the map. And I can show an organizer. I could add a new one if I wanted to, or I can just use me. And what category is this in? Well, not really any of them, but I'll call it art. I could add a new category here if I wanted to. And here's where I'll add a little bit about the event. And I can set a featured image. I'll use that one of the flowers. And my event has been created. Now let's view it. And here's my image. And the date and time. There's my copy. Information about the organizer. Here I can add to my Google or iCal or Outlook calendar. And here's the countdown. And that's a pretty nice looking event page. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel and that you'll follow me online at Beth G. Sanders on Twitter and Beth G. Sanders online on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great week. Bye now.